Right here. Yeah, Zara, Mike, check. Man, what's good, guys? Your boy, Good Savage, back again for another one. You know what time it is? It's prediction time. WWE Backlash 2025, live from Louisiana. St. Louis, man. Flipping, I always call it Louisiana, don't I, man? Listen, hot sauce and that. You know the vibes, man. It's good to be here. Well, it's always good to be here, man. But as you know, man, I'm always on something. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. But today, I'm actually not here for a long time. We probably got about half an hour. I've got so much work to do. Um, So yeah, let's try and get this show done. And it's just fitting that I don't have much time because this pay-per-view, this PLE, this show, hey man. I don't know about you, lot, and listen, let me just tell you, like, if you like happy with this pay-per-view, if you're looking forward to it, if you're excited for it, I'm excited for you. But me, as a wrestling fan, as a content creator, as what I do, I couldn't give a damn about this pay-per-view. I couldn't give a damn about this PLE. I couldn't give a damn about the watch party, the watch along. I just can't, bro. We all know, and I don't want to reiterate too much, but we have new subscribers every day, so I just have to, little recap. I haven't been pleased with anything WWE since WrestleMania, bro. And when I say since WrestleMania, I wasn't pleased with WrestleMania either, but I'm just trying to need a cut-off point somewhere in it. But the build-up to WrestleMania was rubbish. WrestleMania was, and then after WrestleMania, and every time they give us something that seems like, ooh, this might be something, they, you know what I mean? It takes a dip real quick. It doesn't take us long to end up back where we started. So this pay-per-view is going to be very easy to do a prediction show for. But hey, nonetheless, we're going to do it. Anyone who jumps in later on and sees this prediction show, big up to you. Hit the like button if you like it. If you don't like it, hit the dislike button. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I'm expecting it to be the lowest viewed prediction show because I don't feel like anyone seems to care. I don't know if anyone's excited at all. I mean, one of the reasons is that you brought a pay-per-view on so quick after WrestleMania. And if you're going to do that, you would think that you'd bring it on to save WrestleMania. Not to save WrestleMania, but to save the essence of the WrestleMania season by putting a great pay-per-view on after and linking all the dots and crossing the T's and, you know, just making it seem like, oh, no, this was the making of this and this was set for this and this story was put there and this Easter egg was meant for that. But they haven't. They haven't done it with any of these. A lot of these matches are asinine. They're so obvious. They're so predictable. Or you just don't care. We're going to run this as we normally do, no particular order of the matches, although we'll probably leave the main event to the last match. And I'll give my prediction and then I'll wait for you to drop your prediction in the chat. And then anything what's said good in the chat, I'll bring up and speak about it in the comment section. Apart from that, and then we'll get the hell out of here. And I don't think there's any wrestling news that I've come across that I particularly care about. Don't think I've watched much. To be fair, this week I've watched less wrestling stuff than I normally do. Probably being so busy, but I've watched a lot of Stephanie's Places this week. That's kind of it for my wrestling this week. And then obviously Raw and NXT and AEW. So that's kind of it now. But yeah, I mean, we're getting closer to the end of the week. Hopefully they put on a good PLE. Hey, I'm not entirely optimistic about stories and such, but I'll be honest, that before WrestleMania and the year prior, most of the pay-per-views were very good. There was one that was bad, and I can't remember which one it was, but it's coming to think of it now, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad blood. It was something. What was trash. And I think after this, we got Saturday Night Main Event coming up somewhere as well. Which Saturday Night Main Event, I don't need to do pay-per-views to that because that is not a PLE blood. That is some other thing, bro. That is a glorified Raw. And obviously, I've done the match cards so far, and I'm guessing that Jey Uso and Logan Paul, they're gonna end up putting that on unless I know something that you lot. I mean, you lot know something I don't, but I'm guessing they're gonna do Jey Uso versus Logan Paul at Saturday Night Main Event and not at Backlash. Am I correct? Because there's no card for it at the moment, and there's no poster for it. No, Morris, it's not Saturday Night Main Event that I was talking about when I said something was rubbish. But it wasn't that. It was something else. Because Saturday Night Main Event, isn't that where we had Cody versus Kevin? Or is that where we had Sammy versus Kevin? Maybe you're right, actually. No, that was Royal Rumble, and it's Sammy versus Kevin. Cody versus Kevin was good. Story was there, but the Cody versus Kevin was good. I don't know. Who cares? Morris says pointless that they brought it back. I mean, listen, at this point, we don't need to question it. We know why, innit? Money. Obviously, I don't know how business works, so the meaning behind everything is money. But you had this slight little bit of optimism that they cared about fanfare and stuff. They don't care about fanfare at all. So it is what it is. There's been 2 Saturday Night, but yeah, yeah. They've got like 3 more this year or something like that. I know they got one at the end of the year. This is probably John Cena's last match, maybe, but this is what it is, man. It's a glorified Raw. So yeah, when Saturday Night Main Event pops along, don't expect me to do a watch along to that. So I did it for the first one. Yeah, I won't be doing that again. I'll probably just do a reaction to it because it sucks. But anyway, let's get into the show. Scoob said the only real story at the moment is Lyra and Becky, and that ain't saying much. Yeah, it's a story for story's sake, but it's really rubbish on it. But speaking of Lyra and Becky, let's get the prediction show kicked off. Let's get it started. Let's get it on the road, and I'll be out of here in 20 minutes, and you guys can be out of here in 20 minutes. And if you're a football fan, you can go and watch Manchester United and watch them get to a final, watch Spurs get to a final. I don't know what you don't want to do with the rest of your evening and stuff like that. Not feeling it today, man. Nah, this is pro wrestling be doing this to you, man. But don't worry, man. We'll be optimistic by the time we get to the watch along, I guess. Lyra Valkyrie versus Becky. Yeah, I mean, if you want to call this a story, you can, but it's a forced story. It's something that hasn't had time to embed to give any feeling behind it. As much as Becky's been decent on the mic for the couple of times she's been in the ring lately, and Lyra was okay on the mic when she came out on Raw, even though it was still a bit dull. They haven't spent enough time investing into the character of Lyra Valkyria, so it's hard for the fans to care about her getting beat up by Becky when realistically, the way she is, she should be a big babyface in this. Everyone should be booing Becky, but they're not booing her. Lyra's the Intercontinental title. This story picked up from, I want to say WrestleMania, but really the Raw after Mania. They had won the titles against Liv and Finger at WrestleMania. And then she was the surprise guest on it because Bayley had been taken out by her. Becky comes out, they win the titles. Did they win the title? No, they didn't win the title. Did they win it? What am I tripping? Yeah, they did win it, but then they lost it the next day on Raw. And then from that night on Raw, Becky turned on them. Just remember the maths of this because Raw, WrestleMania was the 19th and the 20th, or the 20th and the 21st, whatever. The Raw was after that. And we're only by the time we get to this, will be the 11th of May. We are a couple weeks removed, and we've already had Becky return, win the titles, lose the titles, turn heel, and now going after Intercontinental title with Lyra. And we obviously had the regular traditional Triple H brawl for all every week. So I don't know where you're not going to go with this one in predictions. It feels stupid to let Lyra lose the title, but also she's done nothing as an Intercontinental title, and if she lost it, it wouldn't even make a difference. But I do think Becky having a title will probably make a difference. The problem you got, if Lyra loses, she kind of falls into obscurity. If she keeps it, she's in obscurity anyway, but at least at the championship. I guess Lyra's got to win. I guess she's got to win. I can't have a feeling that she might lose, but I think she's got to win this, and they have to try and invest in her a little bit more. She's beat Becky before. She beat Becky for the NXT championship, so it's not like a surprise if she beats Becky. I'm going to go with Lyra Valkyria to win this match, but let me know what you guys think in the chat before we move on. Okay, man. No one's let me know. I'm gonna move on to the next one, man. Listen, I told you, bruv, I'm on a roll today, blood. I'm not hanging around. If no one's gone on to say on that match, it tells you 1,000 words without saying anything, blood. Big up Cop Heights, brother. Said Lyra's run has been mid as F. Yeah. It's not even her fault as well, but sadly, you're the face of that title at the moment. And if you ask most people on a random day who the Intercontinental Championship, they won't be able to tell you. So it's kind of crazy, isn't it? That I'm glad that Zelina won the US title. I think she can do something with it, but they took a title off Chelsea Green. It makes you think that they should have just had kept the title on Chelsea and made Zelina win on. I don't know, man, but there's no character behind anyone, so eh, yeah. We did this on the other day when we went through like uh women's evolution and how much it's changed, and it kind of sucks. Morris said definitely Lyra for the win. Now Chelsea definitely done more for. I mean, even Chelsea, like I don't think anyone really cares too much about the fact that she's champion, but she's great, and she just didn't get to defend the title very much. Chelsea's US title is very reminiscent of the Iconics winning the tag team titles, where they did so good, but they weren't given enough of a chance. Neat character in it, man. Anyway, moving on. Dominic Mysterio takes on Penta. Intercontinental title on the line. Obviously, it's Dominic's first proper defense at a pay per view, anyway. Oh yeah, Carbite said that Becky needs to win in that thing as well. Is he like alright? He's like a man spamming, or is it just repeating itself? But I don't know. Anyway, man, take too long. Moving on in it. So man, them gotta be quicker, bruv, because I'm not waiting around, bruv. Like, I'll come back to like whatever mad take you got if that's the case, bruv. But Dominic Mysterio versus Penta. Yeah, Dominic's gonna win. Judgment Day. That's kind of the. Listen, the what story they tried to build from this is there was in the Fatal 4-Way at WrestleMania. Dominic won the match, obviously fair and square because it's a Fatal 4-Way match. He pinned Finn. If anything, they've kind of cooled off on Finn and Dom, but they will implode it sooner or later. Obviously, Liv's away, so she's not going to be ringside. And we've had a few matches on Raw. Penta's come out and he got himself involved in the matches and stuff like that. Penta versus JD. Regular stuff, man. Let's be honest, this Backlash card is raw, innit? This Backlash card is raw. Penta doesn't... I would say Penta can't afford to lose, but he's lost already, so they've already missed the boat there. Luckily for Penta, the fans love him so much. That is all right. The fans are behind Dom right now as well. Some kind of interference going to happen in this match. Who knows, man? It's going to be Judgment Day. Because Dom's not just going to beat Penta clean. So, Dominic Mysterio picks up the victory here as well. And yeah, that's kind of it, man. That's kind of how we... That's kind of it. Godbite said, I think they need to book Becky to join her husband's new faction and make them a power couple of wrestling, and have Theory join Braun next up, Seth, and have Rox and Julia join under Becky. Hey, I mean, to be fair, the first part of what you said is what we all said like a couple of weeks ago. We said it on the day after, actually, with Raw, with Becky joining up with the faction. And with Austin Theory joining as well. So I feel like in unison. I actually don't know the reason why everyone at the same time has said Austin Theory should join. I don't know. I just said it organically, but I don't know if it's been online where like someone's brought it up and it's like Austin Theory's going to join. But yeah, I mean, I don't think he needs to. I don't think he is like the group needs Austin Theory, but I don't think he needs the group. Although the group's kind of trash anyway. Like I hold out for them because Paul Heyman's so great in it, but the story seems kind of obvious. And I see that you said he would cook. I like Austin Theory, but I'm not going to pretend like he's done anything exciting the whole time he's been in WWE. He's had a decent character, but he's not done anything exciting. Wait, when he was on NXT, I did like him when he was part of the Way. But the story seems set in that group so far. I think we know what's going to happen, and it seems like they're talking about the future of the company, but Seth's the one who's the mouthpiece. Seth's the one who's had the title shot already. Eventually, Bron Breakker's going to win the Royal Rumble, or he's going to win the Money in the Bank. Seth's going to win the title at some point, probably off Jay. Yeah, Bron's going to implode because he doesn't want to be the muscle that's getting pushed around. He's going to do the Batista thing. He's going to put his thumbs up and put his thumbs down, and then Bron Breakker's going to break away and he's going to bark, and hopefully he breaks away and gets his name back. And he's gets called Braun Steiner instead of Braun Breaker, and then move on from there and destroy Seth, and then hopefully in 2026, Braun Breaker is the star of WWE, and we forget that this year was rubbish, and then we move on from there. That'll be the hope. We'd hope. Now he would cook, but he doesn't. He hasn't been booked well. The group doesn't need him. He definitely needs them. Yeah, the thing is, like, I'm an advocate on this channel for Austin Theory, and like, I think he's really good. I think he's got potential, but he's not been booked well. But because he hasn't been booked well, doesn't mean that I think he's going to cook. Just because that would be like not smart from me, because there's no experience of him cooking anywhere. So just from hearing him, it feels like he would. Listen, what I'm thinking about Austin Theory, he seems like he's ready to put the work in. He's got the look. He's got the attitude enough to be in the group and, you know what I mean, sell stuff on a storyline, but we'll have to see. Morris said he does and doesn't need to join the group, if that makes sense. Kind of what I said. He doesn't need, like, the group, like, that group about Austin Theory. Again, I'm not speaking for you, like, in the chat. Somehow, all wrestling fans in unison said that he should join that group. I don't know why. And obviously he was with Seth before, so maybe that's the reason. But the group definitely doesn't need Austin Theory. Like, if Austin Theory had got released with the rest of the people, nobody would, oh my god, the group could have used Austin Theory. And also, I don't think they've got space for like 2 young people in the group like that. They could do down the route of the Evolution. Who knows, man? But we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, for Dominic and Penta, yeah, Dominic to win this match, man. I think it's too soon. The fans are behind Dominic, seem to like him now. So, we'll see. And as for Triple H, yeah, let's not even talk about Triple H, bruv. That guy, blood. Triple H won't break the new group, until 2027. That group's breaking up before 2027, bro. Brother, we are in May 2025. This is the 5th month of the year, and it just started. Brother? Nah. So what, like 19 more months? 19 more months of this group? No way, bruv. This ain't the bloodline. There's no way, bruv. That's not long-term storytelling, because it sucks. Nah, man, we don't have any evidence of Triple H booking for that long. 19 months, bro. It would be nearly a year by that time, because if you're going to say 2027, then I'm guessing WrestleMania, in it. So it would have been 2 years. There ain't no way. I mean, if I'll put it this way. If this group's still together just like this in 2027, remind me and you can have my channel, because there ain't no way, Triple H. Like, there ain't no way. There ain't no way, bro. Bro, WrestleMania 43, we're going to skip past 42. So what's happening at 42, bro? Just, like, listen, I love Jay in it. Man's winning that title. Seth or somebody's winning that title before the end of the year, bro. Or maybe Royal Rumble or something like that. There ain't no way. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Morris. There ain't no way. There's not even any evidence that Triple H would book for that long. Like, I know everyone tries to say, "Oh, Triple H does long-term storytelling." Yes, he extended the Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan story. He extended the CM Punk and Drew McIntyre story, but all of those were still under a year. 2 years. The man don't have the capacity. Let me tell you about Triple H in 2 years. He might not have this job. Not the way he's going. He might not have this job anymore, bruv. I digress. Pat McAfee versus the Ring General Gunther. I'm going to let you not take this one more than me, because I've spoke about this ad nauseum at this point. I think I know what should happen. I hope this should happen. But I'm going to go with... How about I said there's no way this group's break? No, I agree with you. It might not break up this year, because I feel like it's going to culminate at next year's WrestleMania. I feel like Braun Breaker, if it's not Roman, I think Braun Breaker will win the Money in the Bank, or he'll win the Royal Rumble. But anyway, Gunther, he lost his title at WrestleMania. He's already been made to look weak. He was the future that we're talking about when it comes to this company. He's the longest reigning NXT UK champion. He's the longest reigning Intercontinental champion. He had a decent reign as the WWE champion. He shouldn't have lost the way he did, but he did. It's not about losing to Jay. It's about how you lose. And at the moment, he's lost to Sammy won WrestleMania, Jay the following WrestleMania for both titles. So we move on to this, and he doesn't come back looking for a rematch. He doesn't come back looking for blood from Jay. He doesn't come back going after Jimmy. He comes back and he's gonna fight Pat McAfee. And these are the people that want to tell me Triple H cooking. Okay, Pat McAfee's great. We know for what Pat McAfee does, the fact that he's not a wrestler, he's great. He actually makes a lot of wrestlers look stupid. He cooked Gunther in the ring the other day, although I like Gunther's his promo. This match, you have to listen to what Gunther said in that promo. He said, "You think I'm underestimating you, but I'm not underestimating you. I've been training. I will train. I will be sharp as ever when I get into that match against you." Now, if that's the case, what should happen in this match? Bear in mind, these like to book for the pop. They like to, so they'll probably get Pat McAfee to get some offense off somewhere where the crowd goes crazy, but he dives out the way and Gunter hits his head off the turnbuckle or something like that. But what should happen in this match? Gunter should take this kid to the cleaners, bro. Gunter should. But I'm talking about technical wrestling that Pat McAfee can't keep up with. And then you see what he did to Jimmy when he beat the brakes off him and made him bloody. That's what should happen to Pat McAfee, bro. That's what should happen, to the point where Michael Cole's upset, to the point where Michael Cole's crying. So they have to learn, don't mess with me, bro. You have to turn him into a killer again. Now, the bell's gonna go. They can have Pat McAfee doing the scared thing, like creeping around the ring, doesn't know what to do. But Pat McAfee said, "I'm not scared of you. This Gunter's soft." So when the bell rings, Pat McAfee should go at Gunter real quick, catch him off guard. We'll give him an offense of like 30 seconds. And then once Gunter catches him, he should absolutely kill him, murder him, choke him out, beat the brakes off him, and that should be that. Gunter for the win. There ain't no way Gunter can... Bro, listen to me. Morris, I know you're joking. Gunter cannot lose this match, bro. For the sanctity of wrestling, for the sanctity of the ring, bro, he can't lose this match. So I go Gunter to win. But yeah, big up to you in the chat. I'm expecting this card to have like 5 matches on it, by the way. I don't expect it to be a long pay-per-view, maybe about 3 hours. It's already too long, to be honest, but about 3 hours. Yeah, it would be terrible booking if he loses. Be terrible. Yeah, and bear in mind, not just terrible book. I'm talking about even if he loses by a roll-up, that can't happen. I don't give a damn about distractions or anything like that. There's no reason for Gunter to lose to Pat McAfee at all. At all. At all. So, we move on to there. Before we get to the main event, we go to the Fatal 4-Way, which, from the poster, if you forget about this, what's been going on, and you look at the poster and it looks like a good match, doesn't it? I'll be fair to that. Like, it feels like an old school match. I don't know if they've just done a great job on the poster, but it looks good. And it's got some killers in there. You know what I mean? All type Damien Priest, because I feel like he's been done dirty over the years. I feel like they need to change his that little vampire gimmick thing he's got with the long jacket and the wings and all right, so El Campeon. Stupid. Just turn him into a biker or something, bro. You know what I mean? Just turn him into like, we know that when he's in normal, he's wearing the leather jackets and all that stuff. Just make it look like he's from a bikers club or something like that. Sons of Anarchy style. We don't need this all it's El Campeon. So, this is the best match of the card. I agree, Morris. I think the match is going to be really good. I hope they give him enough time. Let's re-engineer this match, because I think we all know who's winning. So to speak about who wins is pointless. Jacob Fatu wins this match, innit? He wins this match. Yeah, okay. We all agree on that. Well, not for growing on you, but the theme is cold. It's just that his whole gimmick is weird, bro. And yeah, I mean, it just doesn't go. So, but yeah, I do like the theme. Anyway, Jacob Fatu wins this match because surely he's only won at WrestleMania. He's not losing this, and also that he's the guy. This is what it is, bro. You know what I mean? So yeah, that I mean, all of that stuff. Drew McIntyre, Drew McIntyre could be the MVP of the last year, to be honest, bro. Especially for the male superstars, he could be. I don't know if there's anyone who seems to like they mug him off all the time and they make him lose all the time, but he he's been good, man. He's been good. These kind of matches I don't mind Drew McIntyre losing because it's a fatal 4-way. So it's like he doesn't need to get pinned. LA Knight, the geezer, like, you give LA Knight the mic and you realize straight away that he should be at the top of the card somewhere. But they didn't pull the plug at him at the right time, and now it seems like he's dropping back down, and they always put him in that little area with AJ Styles and Logan and all that stuff. So whatever, but this is mid-card title. And I feel like this is the mid-card title of all of them that can be raised to a higher standard because Jacob Fatu has it. I don't know what it is. I know the US title is seen as the same level as the Intercontinental title these days, but only because of the brand split. Realistically, Intercontinental title is the second biggest title on the card. And I wish that they had that belt. I know it sounds petty. It doesn't really matter, but I wish they had that belt instead of the US title. But I agree with Copite. Fatu's keeping this belt for a while, bruv. And when he loses this, he's going on to the bigger belt. So I don't know how this match is going to finish, but weapons can be involved. There's no disqualification. I think we're going to get some big high spots in this. I think we're going to get some madness, some tables breaking, some barricades breaking, some fights going off into the crowd. I feel like Drew and Priest will end up going at each other again, although they need to put an end to their story at some point. But I think they'll go at each other at some point in this as well. Fatu wins. Fatu wins. It is what it is. I don't know. They'll probably pin Priest on it just because Fatu wins this match. It's kind of simple for me, but let me not use that think in the comment section. Morris said it'd be mad if Drew won. Yeah, he would, man. Listen, I'll be honest, bro. If he wasn't Fatu who had the title, I'd take Drew winning. In fact, you know when people talk about people deserving titles and that, he's the one. Like his whole story. I'll tell you what. The only way they've got away with this is the fact that Drew's whole story has been that he keeps getting distracted on his path to winning something. So I actually don't mind it too much, as long as when he gets pinned, it's like it's something not sneaky because it's fair, but it's because he got caught with the roll up, he was not looking, or he weren't looking, and this person distracted him, or he did this, and then CM Punk did this, and he got cashed in on. Them kind of things don't bother me because he's doing his job at making everyone else look good. But at some point, there needs to be a payoff for Drew. So, yeah, I'll go with that, man. And obviously, Drew's on. I don't even know about it. I was about to mention the draft and that, but it don't matter. I was going to say Drew's on SmackDown, isn't he? Technically now. And that's where the other title is. The problem with John Cena, the thing with John Cena having this title, because I think everyone's expecting John to have the title till the end of the year. Booking anyone against John Cena now, that's not like Cody. Like, it feels weird on it because like you're not going to beat him. So I don't know. Bill Murray said, "What happened to him being the Bloodline Hunter? It stopped, didn't it? It stopped because it stopped, bro. That all got squashed by the time we got to like Netflix and all that business. And then he lost to he beat them and then lost to them as well. He did fight on Saturday Night Main Event, Jay, in it. Yeah, madness. He doesn't seem to have an issue anymore. So it's all over now. It's done. And obviously Jacob Fatu doesn't see it as part of that problem. But it's kind of funny because the whole time when he was like leaving the Bloodline 2.0 and going after the other Bloodline, I was like, brother, your real problem should be Solo. Like he's the one who stopped you winning that in your own country, bro. So, but hey, moving on to the last, fifth, and final match. One last time, John Cena, Randy Orton. Listen, should we tell the truth about this match, or should we pretend for nostalgia purposes that this is going to be incredible? Because I don't want to diss these two guys. They put it all into the business. I think they're great. I feel like I'll probably enjoy the bells and whistles around this match. But if we're gonna be honest, and we're not gonna feed into like nostalgia and all that, the build up to this has been shit. Randy Orton just caught Cena with a couple RKOs, and then John Cena just decided to not turn up again after that. And he's going to turn up on SmackDown one more time and probably get Randy with an AA or something like that. Listen, man, John Cena's winning. That's the end of this page. But let's be honest. John Cena's winning. John Cena's winning. Bro, and he's going to beat Randy in his hometown. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Travis Scott come out again. Randy's gonna hear voices in his head. He's gonna try to kick Cena's face off. It ain't gonna work. John Cena is gonna be petty in this match. He's here to ruin wrestling, guys. So I can see this one. I can see that I don't have the savage creative brain on for this match. It's over, but it's over. This is yeah. It's so weird. Like any other time, us predicting Randy versus John Cena sound like it'd be incredible. Oh, this is gonna happen. That's gonna happen, brother. All I know is that John Cena's gonna win. That's it. Now, the biggest shock could be. I know what John Cena's dates he's got left. The biggest shock would be if Randy Orton won and John Cena won the title back. But somebody said that to me the other day. Not about Randy. They just mentioned about John losing so then he can get to 18. Bear in mind, I don't know who said that in the chat the other day, and I shut it down because I was like, well, it's a stupid idea because the closest person to John Cena in titles is Randy Orton, and apart from that, there's no one else close to him. I think the closest person after that's Triple H, and he can't wrestle anymore. So it's not like John Cena needs to get to 18 and 19. He's fine. Randy Orton said he's going to wrestle for another 5 years and all that. He's still not going to get the title record. So John Cena for the win, man. John Cena for the win. But I will say, I am intrigued to see what WWE do. I feel like my new wave is to go into these things pessimistic and not expecting a lot, which is what I do. I'm quite level-headed anyway. That's why I don't get like upset about The Rock not turning up or this person not turning up because I don't do the rumors and all that stuff. But I'm even more pessimistic now. So I already expect John Cena to win. So now if he wins in a certain way, I might be excited by it. I might, because I'm like, oh, I didn't expect that. Funny because John Cena's an actor. And probably one day John Cena's going to be a director and a producer or something as well. Creative minds need to get to work on this, but the whole show just feels rushed and thrown together. And the fact is, they knew that he was going to be in Randy's hometown. They'll probably bring out Sexy Red to twerk because she's from there too. She'll probably distract. Get sexy. She'll just do whatever she needs to do as well. Yeah, we know. But I told you, man, here for a short time. Good time, not a long time. And we did 35 minutes when I was going to do 30, but there's really not much more to talk about in terms of this pay-per-view. This is WWE Backlash 2025 prediction show. Might be the worst prediction show this is up there with the worst prediction show I've ever done. Bro. Like, it might be the worst one. Not the show itself, but just like, meh. Honestly, if this was all on Raw, apart from John Cena and Randy, because they're both like heydays now, isn't it? This would be the same. Feels like a Raw to me, bro. This feels like a Raw. So, yeah. HUGO online later? No, HUGO online later. The boys have all got stuff to do. I think Enz is training, then what he's doing after that. Everyone's got something to do. Yeah, everyone's got something to do. But maybe tomorrow, Friday. I think I'm free tomorrow evening. Friday night's always a good one because then I can do that and then go watch SmackDown. So maybe tomorrow, but not tonight. And also, everyone's watching football tonight. They're watching the Europa League and stuff like that. So, but yeah, we'll be back. We'll be back definitely for Saturday morning UK, wherever you are else in the world, for SmackDown review of the night before. It's probably be rubbish again, but who cares? And then Saturday evening, or Saturday night UK time, but somewhere else probably be after that. We'll do the watch along. I think I checked earlier. The show starts at 12, not 1, which means that the show's probably going to finish by 3 o'clock, which is a beautiful thing. So I don't mind that either. But yeah, anything else between that? If you're not already subscribed to HUGO Online, go and subscribe, because then if we put our stream, we can just throw it over there and it's not a problem. But Marius, you're already subscribed anyway, so if we do change our mind and end up doing a stream, he'll pop up on your stuff anyway. But big up to everyone in the chat. Anyone who pops in later, big up to you as well. Again, you already know the vibes, man. Hit the like button. And if you didn't like the video, hit the dislike button, because it helps for me to know what you like and dislike. Yeah, man. Rest WWE Backlash. God damn it, man. The great man. Run.